Hey again, YouTubers. Sorry, it took me quite a while to readjust and recondition my camera. So I just like to make a Patreon exclusive video and talk about my plans for the next couple of days, even weeks, even months. Soon after I had lunch, I felt quite some I caught some migraines on the right hand side of my head, and yes, I believe I mentioned it previously, but yet it wasn't quite, I believe, due to what I ate for lunch or anything, but such migraine soon it occurred soon after I overslept. Probably it also has something to do with the medication I've been taking, though it appears to me that so far it's the first time ever that I kind of begin to correlate the migraines I suffered for the majority of today with the medications I took, the prescription medication that I took. Yeah, and oops, sorry, the camera is my face is getting darker again. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so and I also made some progress with the translation project that I have been committing myself to, as a return favor for a friend of mine, and for those who are interested, you can feel free to check out his channel. Actually, it's situated at the featured channels column on the right hand side of my channel. So well, feel free to check them out, and there's also another channel that I like to recommend to you guys. It's called a guy called a manly load or something. So I just need to double check because my memory just went a bit of vague again, so I need to make sure that a manly load. Sorry, why is it getting darker and darker? Sorry. Yeah, so I believe just now, what appeared to be some kind of malfunction on my camera still has something to do with the the maladjustment. It should be more than a maladjustment rather than a malfunction. Having been using this camera for nearly a year, maybe more than 1 year, nearly a year, I still didn't actually read the manual properly, or neither did I take the appropriate amount of time to read the manual properly, to actually study the manual and apply the techniques it recommended me to the actual practice, while filming. Yeah, but it's so suffice to say that would qualify, that such topic definitely will qualify making another video to talk about that, for the discussion in further specific details. But that's not quite why I filmed this video anyway. Sorry, got sidetracked again. Yeah, just I've been thinking and reconsidering my mindset when it comes to migrations, when it comes to making future plans, planning how I should spend my remaining life, how I should spend my remaining youth, what kind of goals and objectives I should set for myself. Maybe I should make some adjustments when it comes to even relocating my sorry ass back to some other first world countries like Australia, maybe to the Great Britain, United Kingdom. I've been considering those options, despite my grandma and aunt, despite what they have been telling me to discourage, to discourage me to think too much about the future, but instead focus on the tasks on hand and the present instead. I'm not saying I disagree with what they say. I'm not saying I completely disagree with what they've been saying to me in order to ease. In order to ease the the burdens on my shoulder and on my fragile mental state. So let's just say we can't thrive on our own. We are always going to need a team, if not a system. At least you need at least another Jesus. At least you will, in order to succeed, you will need another fully functioning person to help you. If not, you would get yourself into serious troubles, like what I did with myself. I sent myself to a state of homelessness / exile for exactly 8 months sharp, and I came back. Probably God still has some blessings, that he left for me. That's why I didn't return home as a penniless man. I still managed to gather, to earn some funds to fund my own travels and some other expenses, here in China. And so for that part, I have to thank God, for his divine intervention to keep me financially afloat during my exile / homelessness. And that would also lay at least some foundation, for my future endeavors in other foreign countries, in my future endeavors abroad, China. Oops, sorry, it's getting. Why does it always get dark whenever I try to film myself? This is just whenever I start to film myself, the image on my own face, it begins to receive less light, or just so as it appears on the camera, on camera, on the camera's screen. Sorry about this mumble jumbles that I just uttered to myself. But I let's just say, I still have a lot to learn about this camera, from this camera, and perhaps I should also reconsider, for myself, on such topic as to whether it is natural and normal to be physically lazy. In fact, I found an article or some sort of a news post, on the web, by searching Google, and I'm not sure if it's okay for me to include a partial image of this online article, but I'll try see if YouTube could could anytime soon remove it, but while still nevertheless I gather image sources. I gather images from various sources on the web to strengthen my arguments and points that I outline, that I tend to outline in every video that I film. Sorry, and I have to confess, I still have a lot to learn when it comes to making YouTube videos. Everything that I have made so far, that I contributed to YouTube and on YouTube so far, still seems so lame and blemished, because of my own laziness and some other sorts of deficiency in knowledge and skills. Let's just put it this way. I don't know, for those who have subscribed to my Patreon page. I don't know how often you watch those vids that are accessible to my Patreons exclusively. So maybe this video will not get as many views as it deserve, in comparison to my videos that I made publicly accessible or whatnot. But perhaps for me, I should reconsider whether I should forfeit or get rid of certain mindsets, like remaining physically lazy and yet stay mentally active or proactive, or and by committing myself to mentally strenuous works and projects like translation, doing some self studies online, and yet not interacting with people face to face in real life. So that still sounds quite counterproductive, maybe also in the meantime counterintuitive to some of you guys, because I do consider myself a weirdo because of my own uncanny sexual fantasies. For those who have been paying attention to my channel, that term, that expression that I just spit out of my mouth shouldn't sound way too strange to you guys. Yeah, so